Welcome back, 10:36 here in New York, and now to a generational split divided on politics, with more young people swinging conservative. This is based on the latest Yale Youth Poll. American voters between the ages of 18 to 21 favor Republican candidates by almost 12 points, while voters ages 22 to 29 years old favor Democratic candidates by 6.4 points. It's an even deeper divide between young men and women. 26% of young men 18 to 29 identify as Republican versus 17% of women in the same age group. And with me now to discuss this Gen Z divide is Republican candidate for Missouri Congress, Ryan Sheridan. Thank you for joining us. I know you just announced this week, so it's been an exciting week for you and for joining us here on NewsNation. I want to ask you what you think is driving the momentum for more young Republicans.
Hey, Kelly, thanks for having me. Happy to be here. As you said, we just launched this week, and we are certainly off to the races. We've had a fantastic week. We've rattled the cage. People are noticing. I'm excited to deliver a winning message for the future. To answer your question about young folks, we're sick and tired of being sold lies. We realize the brunt of the economic and social weight of policy failures has led us here. And young folks are turning to conservatives, to conservatism, because that's really where the answers are. We can have real-world solutions that are limited in scope in government, and I believe that really has a home in the Republican Party.
And zooming into that gender divide between men and women, that was something that we saw even this previous election. Experts also tying this to the fact that there's a growing number of women who finished college versus men. How do you think that will impact future elections?
I think with a winning message and with conservatism really honing in on issues that are near and dear to my heart, like housing, health, immigration, if we can deliver messages that resonate with young men and young women, it'll be a winning message. The reality is the issues I'm talking about are issues that are important to every American, but especially young people that are bearing the brunt of the poor policies that my opponent and the swamp continue to perpetuate.
Yeah, I was looking at an article that you shared a quote in, and you said, "I'm not a politician. I'm a nurse practitioner, a small business owner. I fought to lift people out of the darkest moments of their lives. I served at the VA during COVID, built a business with my own hands, and fought for patients when the system failed." You were saying in your announcement that you're trying to get away from the swamp daddies of D.C. So this
Absolutely.
sounds similar to what we heard from even then President Trump or then candidate Trump back in 2016, draining the swamp. Is this a similar message to that, or are you trying to create some distance even with the Trump part of the party?
There is no question that Trump exposed the problem with the swamp and beyond. My message is really expanding on what Trump has done, carrying the torch for the next generation. Many of the Trump America First policies are not going to see the light of day if we don't have a Congress that has the same intention. And make no mistake, my opponent and the rest of the Republican Party would love to see a rollback of the America First solutions that really resonate with the younger generations, because as I said, we bear the brunt of it. I think Kelly, we can say definitively that our generation and generations younger than ours will bear the brunt of these reckless spending policies and just kicking the can down the road. So I really see this as carrying the torch of what Trump has expanded. And I think conservatives, young conservatives especially, will ring true with this message.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.